Sean Sewell, Engearment Podcast. It's good to talk with you guys and see you guys again. It's been a little over a month. The main reason for that was we've had an internet issue over on our side. It was prevalent during my last guest, which was Pavel Tsatsouline, and he was a fantastic guest. There was so much wisdom he shared, such a great person, and I was super embarrassed that during the interview it crashed about 12 times. And I hope that you guys couldn't pick up on that, but I had to salvage that interview and put together, and it did a disservice to Pavel, and it frustrated the heck out of me. So it's been 5 weeks since our last guest, our last podcast for that matter. So in that time, I rebuilt the whole internet system, Wi-Fi system, had a local internet provider come out and change out the wires and the external of the building. A lot of things, but it is fixed and better than ever now. So we are back, and I'm super excited about that. And Pavel, I cannot wait for round 2 when we get back into it. Thanks for being a gracious guest. Learned a lot from you. And actually, I enrolled in one of his programs that you mentioned during the podcast, the Great Gamma Protocol. And I can attest to it being a fantastic program. I do it in the morning before I go and train my students and clients, and it's been really, really helpful. Very fair price, I believe $150. Well worth it. So Pavel, thank you for putting that together, and I recommend it in a heartbeat. All right, speaking of Pavel Tsatsouline, I get to work with Pavel Tsatsouline at our gym, Existence Athletics, Platt Park, in about 8 or 9 days for the StrongFirst Strong Endurance Seminar. This is open to the public to attend. It does cost money, and if you cannot attend here in Denver on November 6th and 7th of 2021, it will be broadcast internationally via Zoom, and I will be in charge of doing the Zoom audio and video again. I did this last year at our gym, and it was a great success, and I really enjoyed the opportunity to work with Pavel. And again, it is my favorite seminar from StrongFirst, and that's saying quite a bit, because I've gone through the StrongFirst kettlebell, bodyweight, barbell, Plan Strong, Mountain Strong, all the courses I could find and get involved in. And the Strong Endurance is my favorite. It literally changed the way I program and train myself, as well as my students and clients. And it is the basis for the Quick and the Dead book. I wrote an article with Pavel and Eric Frohart on how to use the Strong Endurance protocols to improve backcountry skiing and splitboarding. And it still works. I still use it. Using those kettlebells right back there. Don't pay attention to my wife's dumbbells at the very end. But yeah, great seminar. Recommend it in a heartbeat. Again, that will be a week and a half at our facility here in Denver. Love to see you there. And if not, hopefully see you online. If not, just go buy Quick and the Dead. It's a fantastic read. It's a great audio book as well. And yeah, just super honored and excited to work with Pavel. He is a super humble, incredibly intelligent person, and he's helped so many people out there. So looking forward to it. And thank you, Amanda Candy, for the opportunity. Looking forward to working with you as well. And Derek Toshner and everybody who's going to be at the seminar. It's going to be a blast. The next episode, I'll have a recap of it. I'll be gushing about the event as always. So looking forward to it very much. The week after that, we have here in Colorado as well, the Backcountry Beacon Bash. We'll be hosting that at Winter Park, specifically Mary Jane parking lot of Winter Park. And this one is free to attend. And it is a fundraiser for Colorado Avalanche Information Center, CAIC, as well as Friends of Berthoud Pass. Friends of Berthoud Pass is a nonprofit that helps maintain and educate people for the backcountry use, and CAIC obviously does the forecasting, avalanche forecasting, weather forecasting for backcountry skiers, splitboarders, and snowmobilers. So this is 2 great causes to support. I'm donating training packages as well as a bunch of gear. We have about 20 or 30 brands donating several $100s worth of gear, education, other fantastic resources and services, all of it to raise money for CAIC and Friends of Berthoud Pass. Again, this is free to attend. You can buy raffle tickets. And not only that, but you have a chance to meet other backcountry users, make new friends, and really importantly, test your skills. We won't really, not like judging like who's the best, but it's good to get out your beacon and reorient yourself with how to use it. Best practices. We'll have guides there. Justin Ibarra, my good friend, will be doing demonstrations on a rescue situations. We'll have a beacon park from Ortavox. BCA will be there. It's going to be a really wonderful event. It's our 4th year doing it, and each year we learn something new on how to best help everybody out there. And this year is co-hosted with Weston, especially Ben Hilly from Weston, who's joined our team with Wade Lancaster and Brian Mack and Sean Drost and myself to present this Backcountry Beacon Bash. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's free if you're here in Colorado, or if you're local state around here, please come check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. So those are 2 upcoming events, and then the week after that, we'll be launching our Engearment Holiday Gift Guide. This is year 7, I believe, of the gift guide. And all the riders on the Engearment team have compiled their favorite items that they'd recommend for your loved ones as well as yourself for gifting. So this is gifts in all kinds of categories of outdoor recreation for men, women, kiddos, and even dogs. I don't think we have cat gear, but we have animal gear. I think there's horse stuff in there too, like horse goggles. It covers a lot of stuff. It's a fun resource. Looking forward to it. All right, since last time I talked to you guys and visited with you on video, we have been working on a lot of projects, per usual. So let's start back at the beginning. So we had Pavel Tsatsouline on, and then right after him, the next video and review we did was with Outdoor Research, a fantastic company founded in 1981. They make really high quality gear up there with Patagonia and Arc'teryx, and they sent over the cold front down and synthetic hoodie. It's brand new for this year. I believe we're the first. Most of the reviews I'm going to share with you are probably the first reviews out there for these items, and really enjoyed it. I use this hoodie all the time. In fact, we were camping last night and it was about 10 degrees. It was snowing sideways, windy AF. Use this jacket, good to go. Outdoor Research actually really appreciated that review, and it was fun because they have a PR company, Verde, and my contact at Verde shared with me, actually 2 contacts at Verde, shared how excited OR was with that video review. As a person who provides a service and creates content, it's always nice to learn that it's appreciated by the company, just as much as it is appreciated by you or anybody else out there consuming the content or learning. You know, kindness goes a long way. So it was nice to have positive comments from OR on that. And then Gregory REO 24 backpack. This has been my go-to light to medium hiking backpack. 24 liters is not very big. I opt for like a 40, 45 usually. But I found myself using this 24 for all kinds of hikes here in Colorado. And actually I went back to Omaha, Nebraska, where I was born and raised. I haven't been back there in over 30 years. And I used this backpack on my old favorite hiking trails, Neil Woods. And I went to the zoo, the Henry Dorley Zoo, one of the best zoos, might be in the world, but definitely in the nation. I used that backpack there, and it was great. And Go Sun Solar Table 60. You've probably seen some of the videos. There's a table, a camp table, and people have been asking me, like, what is that camp table? Why does it have a solar panel built into it? Well, that is the Go Sun Solar Table 60. 60-watt solar panel built into a really nice metal camp table, folding table. It is fan-freaking-tastic. I love that thing. Smith Optics reached out to work together a couple months ago. I'm a big fan of Smith. They already own probably 4 or 5 pair of Smith shades and goggles. So we did a review on the Smith Guide's Choice Extra Large sunglasses. Guide's Choice as in like fishing guides. It's a full wrap sunglass with their Chroma Pop Plus mineral glass. Yeah, they have glass lenses now with Smith. You know, I'm a big fan of glass lenses. We also worked with them on their new Pivlock system for the lead out. Brand new sunglass right there. Medium to full coverage sunglass. Take a drink real quick. Good stuff. All right. GoPro. There's a new GoPro out. You probably know this, the Hero 10. It's probably the best Hero action camera yet. Shoots in 5.3K, 60 frames per second. Really, really stable. Almost gimbal-like. And so I did a fun comparison on audio sources. You can use the GoPro Hero 10's audio by itself. You can get a medium mount, which has a little microphone built in. The big advantage of the medium mount is it's got a 1/8-inch headphone or microphone jack that you can put in the Rode Wireless Go, or other microphones via the Rode Wireless Go. and I did an audio comparison between those three sources. Very fun review, and I've been using that camera. In fact, about a quarter of the video reviews I'm going to share with you right now were shot with that GoPro. The footage is fantastic, especially in bright light. It is still an action camera, and the sensor is a lot smaller than, say, the G9 I have here, the Sony. In fact, I'll show you real quick. I'm using a switch called A10 Mini to shoot this right now. Right now, the main camera I'm using is the G7 with the Leica 12 to 60 on there. And I'll pan over to here. That is the 10 to 25 Leica Prime 1.7. You can tell it's got a really nice look to it. And that's on the G9. And then here is the Sony ZV-1 with a Leica lens. So I'll be using all these cameras during the Strong Endurance seminar, as well as the fourth channel. I'll have my iPad with Pavel's notes to share with the audience. Little teaser right there. All right, back to it. The GoPro Hero 10 is really good in bright light. Low light, I tried to shoot some videos in low light. Not so good. But it's an action camera. What do you expect? All right, Orca. Orca sent over the Walker 20. It's a soft-sided cooler. Imagine a Yeti soft-sided cooler, just like that. And they're based out of America, and I believe Brett Favre is one of the owners. That's pretty cool. And it's a nice cooler, by the way. And they sent over some water bottles, too. They have a whale tail. It's pretty funky looking, but it's, just like any other double wall insulated stainless steel water bottles out there. Super high quality, and I'm currently using them, and I'll probably use them until I lose them. So they're really nice. And then our friend and our colleague, Will Rickards, put together two really good reviews. The Patagonia Altvia Alpine Light Pants. These came in quite a while ago, but I'm not a climber. Will's a climber, so I gave them to him to review. Did a fantastic video review, and I believe, if you're curious what camera he used, I think he's using the DJI Action 2. It's a little gimbal action camera. It's really great footage. So I know a lot of people are asking what camera he's using for that, and that's what he used. The Mountain Smith Canine Dog Pack and Canine Bed. Will did a review on this. Mountain Smith, been around for a long time, makes really good backpacks. They have a whole lineup of dog stuff. And his dog Baggins, who is easily the noisiest dog I've ever met. You definitely know when Baggins is around. Tested out that gear for all of us. So thank you, Baggins, and thank you, Will Rickards, for that. And then back-to-back shoe reviews. I didn't intend to do back-to-back ones. I'm almost always testing a few pairs of shoes. We have a lot of shoe reviews, a lot of boot reviews. And the timing just worked out where I had back-to-back ones. The first one was the Ultra Torin 5. We use a lot of Ultra shoes over here. Andrew Piotrowski and Kyle and Drew love it for trail running. I'm not a runner. I'm not going to pretend to be, but I am a fitness professional, and I'm on my feet all the flipping time. So I do appreciate comfortable shoes. The Torin 5 I like so much that actually a lot of my students and clients went out and bought them. So because they saw how much I liked them, they're zero drop, and they have a nice wide toe box. Great for splay of your toes. So recommend those in a heartbeat. Not to be outdone, Hoka, Ona, sent over the Rincon 3, an even lighter weight shoe. Hideous in color, bright orange and teal, just ridiculous looking, like espresso for your eyeballs when you look at those things, but very comfortable and a little bit different styling, a little more heel stack. But so how I test shoes and how I use shoes for that matter, I don't wear the same pair of shoes every day, and I don't recommend you would either. My theory is, and I have podiatrists I talked about this, is shoes need time to recover. The foam, the materials need time to recover to have their full integrity. So I rotate through shoes. Fortunately, in my situation, I have several pairs of shoes to rotate through, so I don't have to worry about back-to-back use. But I find it's a good practice, and also allows me to really appreciate the differences between each shoe, the structure, how it fits, how it feels, and what I appreciate about them, and what I don't appreciate about them. So hopefully that gives you some insight into how we test things over here. Unbound Merino. This one surprised me. I love Merino. I'm wearing a Patagonia Merino shirt right now. Big fan of Merino. No secrets there. Unbound is not an outdoor company. They're actually like a more stylish or aesthetic company. But they reached out to work together because they saw the Merino reviews. And I'm glad they did, because they sent over some shirts I don't normally have access to a V-neck merino, which was nice because it show off my super hairy chest, I guess. But my favorite was the polo shirt. I do go out sometimes. I leave the house to the gym or the mountains, take the wife out, or go to family events. We had a few weddings, we had a funeral, and just generally more plans now these days, which is very much appreciated. So I like a polo shirt. It's dressy casual, right? So the merino, Unbound Merino polo was my new favorite. I tried to fit it in everywhere I went. It got a lot of use. It's a fantastic shirt. It looks really sharp. Yes, this one's fun. Allet wallets. Why would I review a wallet? Well, most people use a wallet. So this is my go-to everyday carry wallet. Has been for the last 6 years. And they reached out to send me a new one. It's exactly the same as the first one they sent me, just is blue instead of gray. And they last forever. They're made of ballistic nylon. They're super durable, but they're really, really well designed. They have RFID blocking technology in the wallets, so that way people can't lift your information from you without you knowing it. They're handmade in California, so I really dig that. I like to support local economies. And it's just a really attractive wallet. It's very thin and carries all the things I need to very, very well. So did a review on that. The Allet Original Wallet, RFID blocking slim wallet. And then, this is kind of fun, a segue from Merino. Ibex. Always been a fan of Ibex. Been doing more work with them recently. Just received yesterday the Shack and another hoodie to review. And we're also doing work with Andrew Piotrowski, who just welcomed in his first kiddo about a month ago. Him and I are working together to do a review on Ibex for another wool shirt. Has Tencel in it as well, so stay tuned for that. Little segue. Cool. All right, Cool. I like working with Cool, Kuhl. They make really functional and stylish clothing for men and women, especially of athletic build. So I appreciate this very much as I've got a little bit bigger rear and bigger kind of shoulders and upper back. So they sent over a new hoodie called the Wildfire Hoodie. It's an 800 fill, responsibly sourced down puffy, but with a classic looking waxed cotton exterior. So you get all benefits of an 800 down fill puffy without the technical aesthetic like you just came off the mountain or off ballet. You get a more refined style, or more classic style, as well as more durable. It's a more robust material, so I feel more comfortable being outdoors with it, like if I was going to be chopping wood, or even just aesthetically. It's more streamlined. So I'll have that review up next week. I have the video shot for that already. And then Uswe. So Will Rickers did a great review on this lightweight running vest from Uswe. Uswe makes these really advanced running backpacks and vests. Andrew Piotrowski did a review on them for a bigger backpack before, and it was fantastic. Just today, we did the BioLite Alpine Glow 500 lantern. This is it's a camp lantern, but it's really special because it can do bright white light, which is typical. It can also do warm light, which is more good on the eyes. It's nice and smooth, like a campfire would be. Then you can do solid colors, which is always fun. But then you can do this kind of lava lamp, transitional through millions of colors at random. Really attractive. It's hard to capture that on video, but shot that on a full moon night last week. So that's up there. Outdoor research, sky tour, jacket, bib, and gloves. That'll be up tomorrow. That's going to be my brand new, it's brand new from Outdoor Research. That's going to be my touring kit moving forward. Uses their Ascent shell, which is their 3-layer waterproof, breathable membrane that is quiet, stretchy, and very breathable. So stay tuned for that. Speaking of crazy membranes, just got a package today from Colatry. I think Colatry? Yeah. And it is a lightweight rain jacket, which is great. It's like 4 or 5 ounces. Stuffs up into its Napoleon pocket. Fantastic. But what separates it from anything I've used before is it's made from recycled water bottles and coffee grounds. Yeah, think about that for a second. So stay tuned for that review. Kettlebells. This is fun. Coming full circle. Kettlebell Kings reached out to work together. Now, I love kettlebells. No secret. There's hundreds of pounds of kettlebells behind me right there. Most of them are not from Kettlebell Kings. They're from Rep Fitness or other places. So Kettlebell Kings, I've always appreciated their quality, and I'm really stoked to work with them. They sent over a 28 kilo right there, and then a 30 kilogram competition's on its way. 30 kilograms is a unique weight. I've actually never used a 30 kilo. 32, all the time. 28, absolutely. But 30, that's going to be kind of fun. So stay tuned for that. Oh, how could I skip this one? Goal Zero. Whew, this is a really big ticket review. Goal Zero reached out to work together. They saw my work with Dometic and Renogy, and they sent over the brand new Yeti 1000X power supply. It's a very large capacity portable power supply, 1000 watts as you might guess, and it is super intelligent. It's got a solar controller built into it so you can't overpower it. It's got 2 AC outputs. It's got a 60 watt USB-C, 18 watt quick charging USB-C, 2 USB-A's, 12 volt, and you can plug in up to 4 solar panels. So currently I have 3 solar panels plugged into it, and it's awesome. They also sent over the Nomad 100 portable solar panel, easily the nicest solar panel I've ever used. So I have a part 1 review on a 5-minute kind of teaser. I'm working on cold weather review for it. So I've got some super cool hacks. I've been working with Goal Zero last few weeks on ways to push the limits. I pushed it too far last night. It was 10 degrees. The battery did stop working. For defense of Goal Zero and other batteries for that matter of fact, below 0 Celsius or below 32 Fahrenheit, they won't work. I did get it down to 22 or 25 degrees last weekend, but 10 degrees Fahrenheit was too much. For now, I have a couple of things up my sleeve, and so stay tuned for part 2 of the Goal Zero Yeti 1000 review. Did I do it? Did I catch up on all the reviews? I think I'm going through the list. Oh yeah, one more. How to repair a tent pole. So, you won't attend, I'm sure. If you don't, this is a situation I encounter. The elastic cord in the tent pole doesn't last forever. It can often get loose and or it can snap. So I reached out to Exped, the tent company, to learn how to replace tent cord. So they walked me through it, and I was so interested in the process, and I was so amazed at how simple it is to do, that I shot a video. Me and the dog shot a video on how to replace your tent pole. Oh, not to be outdone, I found a few more that I missed. Cold case. My friend John owns a company. He's here in Colorado, and cat's out of the bag here. He's the newest writer and video producer for Engearment. He got a great setup. He pushes limits, testing stuff, worked with Hilleberg. He invented his own case, the cold case. What it does is it keeps your cell phone from freezing or overheating and protects it from shock, and it floats. So we have a review. Will Rickers did a review on the cold case itself, and Cold Case is also donating some to our Backcountry Beacon Bash to raise money for CAIC. And then the last review, I think, until next time, the Patagonia R1 Tech Face. Patagonia, love working with Patagonia, of course. The R1 Tech Face, we did a review on the hoodie 3 or 4 years ago when it first came out. They sent me the jacket, so non-hooded. It's a lightweight fleece that is windproof and has a smooth surface, so it'll slide under a hard shell really well. We have a few of them here, the R1 and R2 Tech Face here in Engearment. Aaron Rose has one. He loves it. It's really fantastic. They're good stuff. Is there anything else coming up? Holiday gift guide, Backcountry Beacon Bash, Pavel Tsatsouline in a strong endurance event, all the riders kicking butt, new rider John from Cold Case. Ding, 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 ding. I think we're all caught up. All right. Well, if not, I'll have to do another podcast. And I'm looking forward to having guests again on the Engearment podcast, because Pavel Wachek was such a fantastic guest. I just felt so bad that it was crashing all the time. That has been resolved, so I look forward to reaching out to a bunch of my mentors. Brett Jones, I owe him round 3. Pat Flynn, it's been months I talked to Pat Flynn. So I'm looking forward to talking to my friends and colleagues back here on the Engearment.com podcast. I imagine the next episode will be right after the Strong Endurance event, right before Beacon Bash, and lots more to share with you guys. As always, thank you for your time. Thank you for your stoke for Engearment.com. Until next time, take care.